Hi everyone. So today we have an election prediction for the Senate. So right now there's 23 Democrats and 42 Republicans. So let's start off with the safe states. Let's first just move it into safe and toss up. So Western Coast, safe Democratic. This probably isn't going to flip anytime soon. Actually, let's do it from fun election. Sorry, not fun election. Let's talk elections idea of doing it by poll closing. So I credit him for that idea. Indiana, that is a really hotly contested seat, but I think that Joe Donnelly can edge it out. Going over to Virginia, Tim Kaine probably gonna win in his home state. Sorry about that. Vermont, probably a pretty safe bet for Bernie Sanders. I can't see him losing that, obviously. Now let's go into the 7:30 hour, Ohio and West Virginia. These are two toss-up seats. However, I do think that both of these will actually go to the Democratic Party. I think both of these will be pretty close, especially West Virginia and Ohio. So, yeah, but going into the 8 p.m. hour, we've got Angus King in Maine, pretty much going to go to him. Elizabeth Warren, Sheldon Whitehouse, Chris Murphy, Bob Menendez, Tom Carper, and Ben Cardin, all most likely to keep their current Senate seats. Going over to Pennsylvania, this is another relatively hotly contested seat. Bob Casey's probably going to edge this one out. Going down to the Sunshine State of Florida, still quite close here, but I do think that Bill Nelson can actually edge this one out. It's very close though. In Mississippi and Mississippi special election, these are two ones where I think that the Republicans can do well in. In Tennessee, another hotly contested seat. In the end, I actually do think that Marsha Blackburn can edge this one out. However, this is quite close. In Missouri, another very close state, I think it will be the closest state. I do think that Claire McCaskill will narrowly edge out her Republican challenger, Josh Hawley. And now let's go into the 9 o'clock 9 o'clock red wall time. So starting off in New York, Kristen Gillibrand probably going to hold this one. Michigan and Wisconsin and Minnesota special election. The Rust Belt is all have good Democratic incumbents that they kind of like. So, and Trump is not liked as much as he was in the Rust Belt. So, with that kind of hatred against him, I do think that the Democrats will. Debbie Stabenow in Michigan, Tammy Baldwin in Wisconsin, Amy Klobuchar in Minnesota, and Tina Smith also in Minnesota can all edge their contests out. In Texas, another hotly contested seat. However, I do think Ted Cruz could narrowly edge out Beto O'Rourke. I know many people are optimistic about this one. They say, O'Rourke has a chance, and he does have a chance, but I do think at the moment Ted Cruz is going to hold this one. This is Texas. Going over to New Mexico, Martin Heinrich, easy win for him. Latino population going to help him. In Nebraska and Wyoming and Utah, these are all states where I think that the GOP could do well in. In the great state of Arizona, this is another hotly contested seat. However, I do think that Kristen Sinema can edge this one out. In North Dakota, this is what I'm calling the race here for the GOP. I think that Kevin Cramer will pick up North Dakota's Senate race. Going into the 10 o'clock Mountain Time poll closings, I think that Jon Tester and Jackie Rosen will do well in their Senate races there. Jackie Rosen, this is a pickup for the Democrats. And going over to the West Coast, this is pretty much solid Democratic territory. Doesn't need much explanation. And my final Senate prediction: 50 Democrats and 50 Republicans, putting the GOP over the top because of Mike Pence. So in the end, the GOP holds control of the U.S. Senate narrowly. Missouri is in play. North Dakota is in play. I would also say that Texas is in play. Arizona is in play. Tennessee is in play. And Texas is in play. So these are kind of the battlegrounds. However, I think they'll split evenly. 3 of the battlegrounds going for the GOP and the other 3 going to the Democrats. So thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down suggestions below and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.